And Cents with Bruce Porter. As always, if it's time, if you're thinking about buying a house, get ready. Don't do it yet. The time is coming soon, and Bruce will tell you all about it right after this.
Putting the client first. That was my main priority some 20 years ago when I started the Resource Center, and it remains my priority today. That's why I wrote Finding the Courage to Retire, to help guide you confidently along a journey that should be the most rewarding of your life, from creating sustainable income and preservation strategies to understanding Social Security, Medicare, and much more. This book is the retirement roadmap you need. To get your free copy, just call or email our office today.
And we're back. Bruce is moving.
Yeah.
Moved houses.
Yeah.
Bought a new house.
Yeah.
Man, I moved into my house in 1999, and I'm never moving again.
Well,
One time.
I asked my wife on New Year's Eve, I said, hey, what do you need me to do? And she goes, move your closet and your bathroom. I said, okay.
That's a fun
So
party.
2 hours later, I was moved. She's been working since August.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right?
I guess.
So I really think that I've been right all along.
Well, you know,
I don't think I'm going to say it on air.
I'm of two minds. I love the fact that I've never had to move, I've never had to pack, I've never had to unpack, I've never had to do all that. But I do understand, based on our tyrannical big brother control you and what you do, and we're going to behavior modification tax code, that moving personal residences every few years is actually a fairly decent wealth building strategy.
Yeah.
Because you get to roll the gain of your taxes tax-free into your next residence. And so you can continue to do that, continue to build your wealth, continue to build your equity as you move houses every 3 to 5 years, which is a acceptable strategy. I couldn't do it.
One of the best investments you could ever make is building equity in a property that you lease from the government, right?
Right, yeah, your home.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, we got to pay our property taxes in order to stay where we're at.
Yeah, you got $1 million house, you paid $1 million for it, you don't pay a $10,000 tax bill, it's gone.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
so you got to, you know, so we all have to understand that. Now, what we're seeing, because mortgage rates got so high, is people have basically navigated towards the rental market. So what do you think, everybody? Are rents astronomically high?
My understanding is they are.
They are.
Yeah.
And so don't worry, have no fear. Underdog.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Absolutely.
All right. So mortgage rates are starting to taper down. Now, it's slow. The goofballs on the East Coast, in the Northeast, what do we call that place? Washington.
The Pit. Mos Eisley.
Huh?
Mos Eisley from Star Wars. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Well, that's true. You heard it here first.
For all the geeks out there.
They're going to, you know, the only thing they know how to do is raise interest rates to slow things down or lower interest rates to speed things up. So that's basically what they're doing. They have no economic strategies. They're a bunch of morons. So anyway, so now they're going to start tapering interest rates back the other direction. I really think they're going to use that as a political pawn going into the election cycle. I think by mid to late summer, I think, truth be known, they want to get the 30-year fixed rate mortgage rates at 5% or less. I can see that probably happening. Then they will brag about how their economics are working. Don't be fooled. They have no idea what they're doing, but they're going to lower those rates. So as they taper that rate back down, be prepared. I think you've got 5-6 months to get ready to buy a house. You can start looking. You can start determining what's your mortgage payment going to look like. If you're going to, if you're going to spend $1,000 a month on a mortgage payment, practice doing that right now. Now you may be paying that much in lease payments and rent. That's So you may be used to doing that now. Now we're just going to transfer our efforts to building equity. The difference is the down payment.
So if you were getting ready to buy a house, and let's say you were living, I don't know, in your parents' basement or something, you didn't have any living expenses, you could take the money that you would pay on rent or mortgage every month and put it back in a savings account every month, and that would help you build your down payment.
That's right. You got 6 months to do that. So if you're socking away $1,000 a month, there's $6,000 you're going to have to buy a house. So, may not be enough, may be a good start. You got to start somewhere. I think if you are anticipating wanting to buy a house, don't buy anything else. You got your whole life to buy a car. You got your whole life to take a vacation. Where's your priorities? If you want to get into a house in a more controlled environment, that's the fastest way I know for young people to build their wealth. It is not their 401k. It is not their savings account. It's not a bank CD, for God's sake. It's building equity in hard real estate. That's going to be your foundation for your entire investment portfolio the rest of your life. So,
sounds like a good opportunity.
We're pretty clear on that?
We are. It sounds like there's a good opportunity coming.
So I think get ready because, when rates went up, interest rates went up, rent rates went up because everybody was stuck. Nobody could afford to buy a house. They're paying astronomical rent. Now, get ready because they're going to lower interest rates. As interest rates taper, you want to be prepared, and you got time. You got 6-7 months to get ready for that. If you have a dream of owning a home, plan on trying to get that done before the election. That's November, right?
Get her done.
If we have an election. So, I think that's a good game plan for people to build their future foundation of their wealth.
Sounds good to me. If you want more information, give Bruce a call, 417-882-1800 at the Resource Center. We got estate planning seminars coming up in 2 weeks. We got 2 on the calendar. We'll do a third if we have to.
Yep.
But again, you can reserve your seat for that. 882-1800, the Resource Center, Springfield, Missouri. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week with more Dollars and Cents.
Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC. AE Wealth Management and the Resource Center, Inc. are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying abilities of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet a particular need of an individual situation. The Resource Center, Inc. is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during this podcast shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein, provided by third parties, have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by the Resource Center, Inc. This podcast is a paid placement.